Good morning. Good morning. I hope you are ready to get this day started. I know I am. It's going to be the most amazing day. It's going to be a good day. Good morning. I know it went somewhere. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yarmitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Don't forget we have the podcast, which is on 14 different platforms, so they can listen to it there. iHeartRadio, Amazon, Pandora, honey, iTunes. We're everywhere podcasts are found, so make sure you check it out if they don't do that. We have the 7 books. We have the movie. They don't do any of that. Tell them I said Grand Rising. It's going to be the most spectacular day. That's what it's going to be. I hope you had a great weekend. I know I did. I'm trying to get my computer to do right. Here we go. Hope you enjoyed the show last week. And I hope you were safe this weekend. I'm live again. Okay. So let's get started with the quote of the day. One moment can change a day. Good morning, Miss Lowe. And one day can change a life, and one life can change the world. I love that quote because we are one person at a time changing the world. And we are endless. The possibilities are endless of what and who we can be and why we can be. And if we understand that, then all things begin. So that is the quote of the day. One moment can change a day. One day can change a life. And one life can change the world. And I don't know who that quote is by. It didn't give a name. So there we go. So on this great morning, as we get started on this most amazing day, because it's gonna be an amazing day. Good morning, Tiffany. It's gonna be a great day. Let me tell y'all something. It was a great weekend, but I had revelation after revelation internally this weekend that I don't even know that I will be able to put into words that can even begin to articulate some of it. And it wasn't an outside experience that other people could see. It was an inner experience, which made it absolutely better. So the thought of the day is, I said reveal, but I think I really wanted to be is stop holding back. Stop holding back. And what do I mean by that? So when you think about, and let's do confessions and conversations with JoJo, but please insert your name here. So let's talk about holding back, okay? Think about where you are right now, okay? Just take a minute and think about where you are. Where have you been holding back in life? Good morning, Tammy. Just pick one area. Great morning, sunshine. One space. Where have you been holding back? Where's that one space you've been holding back at? In one space. Whether it is with yourself. Be safe out there, Margaret. Think of one place where you are holding back. Just one small place, whether it is where meaning you are not giving it all you got, or your thought process is, I can't do this right now because I'm not in a place where I can do it. And you insert a limiting thought or belief. Jojo, you cannot start this new business because you're in a place of this, this, and this. There's a lot of transitions going on right now, and you cannot do it. So, but is that true, or are you holding back? And then the next question is, why and for what are you holding back for? Yes, it will make you frustrated, Margaret. Absolutely. So why are you holding back? If you feel a certain way about person, place, thing, career, why are you holding back on that thing? Meaning, why are you holding back on putting anything into action that you desire? Not anything. Why are you holding back on the thing that you desire the most to do? So that's a conversation I had to have with myself. I desire this thing to happen more than anything. Why am I holding back? Good morning, Cousin Carl. Why am I holding back? What limiting belief am I desperately clinging to that is holding me back? And then when we get to that part, now, absolutely, Margaret, you choose wisely. But some of us, even, listen, we will rationalize ourselves to death, and we will rationalize our careers, our situations, your friendships. You will rationalize all of it when you know that you're holding back. But you will rationalize it because you assume the time is not now. The moment is not now. So I have revelation this weekend. I had so many of them. I can't even put it into words. I cannot put it into words. And so in that revelation, some of it was revealed to me by other people. Some of it was internal revelation. And in all of that, the steady stream, the constant thought process from A to Z was, it is this moment. Why are you holding back? If you continue to hold back even 0.1%, right, then you are hindering 100%. I like that. Let me write that down. If you holding back 0.1%, I'm just saying, you're holding back 100%. Meaning all of it is required of you. Right, Margaret? So and if I'm holding back, what is the purpose of it? Like, what am I getting out of not? And I know we have talked about this earlier this year where I said we're not fully functioning 100%. And I know I'm probably at 10, and I'm being arrogant to say 15, but I'm operating at 10% of what I could possibly do. But if you what is the reason why you're holding back? The answer, friend, go back to my April 2020 journal entry. You're afraid of the brightness of your light. Why are you comfortable in the darkness, Jojo? Because you're afraid of the brightness of your light. Now, listen, this is a journey process, right? That's what you want to call it. As you peel back the layers and as your light gets brighter, you're going to go through more growth phases, and you go through more sections, and more things are revealed to you. And the more they are revealed to you, the more then you have to decide if you're going to hold back or if you're going to let your little light shine. More can only come to you when you're ready for more. More can only be available to you when you decide that more is what you want. You got to stop holding back. A to the man marker. And somebody pushed me. Like the limits to JoJo were pushed astronomically this weekend. And it did not require words from me. It required me to listen only. And as I listened only, things were revealed. You listen to wise words. And then you realize that so many things we are holding back. Right, Margaret? Honey, why not? It is yours, friend. And if we are continuously holding back, I need you to ask yourself why. So make that a square up exercise today. Why are you holding back? In what form or fashion are you holding back in your life? Meaning in mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, because you can think farther than you could ever imagine, but you are putting limits on your mind. Your body can go and do more, but you are placing limits on your body. You could have more abundance of whatever it is, but you are placing that limiting belief on you that you cannot have that. In the moment that you realize you are one with all things, with the Creator, God, then the limiting beliefs of things should begin to fall away. Not saying that we're not human, not saying they're not going to come and go, not saying that. What I'm saying is when you get to that realization, the moments where the hurdles and the doubts and the fear, or whatever we want to call them, show up, in that moment, we can flow with them. Y'all know me, honey, scared, afraid, whatever, we're going. We're doing this thing. So fear got to go with me. We ain't got no choice. And some days you need a reminder to stop holding back. If you hold back and because you're timid in the slightest bit, because you assume somebody's not going to like you, go back to last Monday. We talked about nice no. That when we are people pleasing or being overly nice, when we don't want to do something, it's because we want someone to accept us and not reject us. But we have already rejected ourselves because we came to them for that when they can't give it to us. So if we're holding back because we're timid or because we want to please people and we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings and we don't want to do that, if you're holding back any of that, you're holding back 100% of it. So the thing that you assume that you're doing correctly, and I'm not saying you're not, you're doing it correctly at 10% and not 100%. What does that look like if you did it at 100% and not 10%? What if you did it at 10.10? What if you did it at 20%, at 30%? What if you increased it by 5% every day? If we stop holding in our timidness and our, oh, I'm embarrassed. Oh, and listen, there have been times when I have not shared with y'all that I, like this year, I've been featured in 3 magazines this year. 2, I don't think I've shared any of them with you guys. Because in my sharing, I didn't want anybody to think, oh, well, JoJo, she's doing this and she got the big head. But friend, you did the work. And so you're holding back the greatness that you wanted to put forth in the world. Because even in the midst of lack, you got to show abundance. So if you're holding back something because you don't want people to assume a thing and you're in that nice no, if you're holding back any percent of you, you're holding back 100% of you. That's not fair to you. That's not fair to the Creator. That's not fair to the entire universe. That's not fair to that. And so as I learn these things, as they become revealed to me, that's the second those two thoughts of the day go together. Stop holding back and reveal. When it begins to reveal itself to you, you grow on different levels. Absolutely, Margaret. Oh, yes. We celebrate all accomplishments. But in that moment, you've got to choose how you're going to do that. Meaning you cannot allow other people to dictate. Right. Right, Margaret. And that is what I had to know. You know, you listen to the Fearless Morning Show, one, to know to live past crazy, right? To learn from my mistakes. And to also learn from my wins. That if you've been to the bottom, that there's a possibility to rise above that. And the more I allow my little light to shine, right? It becomes the quote of the day. And Margaret, I don't know whose quote this is, but I know you're going to love this. One moment can change a day. One day can change a life. And one life can change the world. And that's how we're #changing the world. One sister, one person at a time. So if you're holding back on a thing, honey, whatever percent you've been holding back, can you increase that? Right, Margaret. That's right. It is not my desire that you stay the same. It's my desire that as I honestly and openly share how to live past crazy in this growth process. And we talk, and I think I'm up to I know we did the 6 challenging things I've learned about growth. And maybe I'll post those because I never posted those. It was a video I did like a morning show I did like 3 weeks ago about the 6 things I've learned about growth and the challenges. And as I go and grow, I share it with you. So you don't have to you don't have to let up off the gas. You can see it or hear it from somebody else and keep going. You ain't got to stop there and learn that lesson. You can say, oh, well, JoJo learned that lesson. You can hear it, tag it in the back of your mind. So when it comes up, you be like, somebody learned that lesson. Oh, now I remember they said this and they learned it from this way. And this is how, and you're able to move past it. But if you hold back even a 10% of you, you are holding back 100%. And that is true. It requires all of you to show up every day. So now your question to yourself is, why are you holding back? And to stop it. Stop holding back. Stop that. Period. It doesn't serve you. Absolutely, Margaret. That's right. We keep, in the operative word is move forward. Operative words is we do not stop. Now listen, and with this holding back and with this revelation and things being revealed to you, be mindful of the conversations that you're having every day. Because you will have a familiar conversation with familiar people and your habitual mind will kick right back in. Meaning you will be like, oh, I'm ready, Joe. Like I'm doing this and I'm going to do this and you're ready. And the moment you get on the phone with your best friend, girl, I'm broke. And she says, girl, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no gas. These kids on my nerves. My man on my nerves. I don't like my job. Your habitual mind kicks in, the one that says, oh, I know these words. I know the lyrics to this song. And it sings your song. And you begin singing at the top of your lungs. I'm broke too. I ain't got no money either. My man ain't no good. So be mindful today that as you listen to the conversation, you partake in singing of the songs of your people. What song are you singing? What things are causing you to hold yourself back? And look at what things are being revealed to you in the conversations that you're having with people. Listen to what they are revealing to you when they talk to you. When they bring things to you, they are revealing something to you. What is that? What is that? Think about that. So on this lovely day, I don't want you to hold back on anything. And if something has been revealed to you in any shape, form, or fashion, whatever it is, put on your, as my friend said, put on your listening ears. You know, in school they tell you to turn your listening ears on. Turn on your listening ears today and be mindful of what people are saying to you, why they're saying it, why they bring it to you. What do they want you to do with it? Because sometimes people bring us information because they want us to do something with it. Ask them, what do you want me to do with this? What do you want me to do with this information that you gave me? Is it for me to digest? Is it for me to give my opinion? Is it for me to hold space for you? What is it that you want me to do for that? And we've got to be clear. Let's be clear. Everybody who comes to you for help does not want your help. They don't want it. They care less. They could care less about you, your help, your wise words, and what you got to say. They could care less about that part. What they care about is you listening to them uphold their limiting belief. Now, the decision on that part is yours. Okay, I see the problem. Right, Margaret. Honey, listen. It's a whole thing, friend. And we have got to be mindful at all times, in all places, how we are presenting, how we are operating, how we are moving, how we are growing, how we are doing, and how we are holding ourselves back. And if that's not important to you, then you're free to stay where you are. This is strictly a free will place, right? We're in our free will. So you have the option not to listen. You have the option not to go and do. You have all these options that are available to you. No one can force you to do anything you don't want to do. Period. Nobody. We can give you an idea, a thought process, something that makes you go, which brings me, that's what I was looking for, the link to the notebook. If you want a copy of the Fearless Morning Show notebook where you can write down your own thoughts, you can grab you a copy there, bit.ly/FMS notebook. So my question to you today is, what percentage of you are you holding back? And it really started for me on last Thursday. So I had a heck of a week earlier in the week, but I recorded a podcast on Thursday, and I shared this with the book club on Thursday night. And this lady poured into me, a lady I've only met twice. The first time I met her, she said, "Can you sit on my board of directors?" Okay. The first time I met her, she asked me to sit on her board of directors. She asked me to help her write policy and procedure for a major healthcare company that will impact your insurance permanently. I had JoJo's name to that in our first meeting. In our second meeting, which was me being interviewed on her podcast, she poured so much life into me afterwards. I was a crying mess. Only the second time. When you begin to not hold back anymore, When you begin to listen to wise words, when you begin to move forward, look at the next step, take off the blinders of what you assume you can and cannot have, amazing things begin to happen. When you decide to let your little light shine, when you decide that if I'm holding back even 0.1%, I'm holding back 100%. And so from Thursday up until yesterday, the pouring of into JoJo commenced. And everybody I met who knew me, they knew me, but they didn't know what was going on internally, poured into me in such a way. I was a crying mess yesterday. I was so overwhelmed with thoughts and emotion and revelation and things that were revealed to me. That's why you got to be mindful of who's giving words, that I physically could not write it down because I needed to feel all of it. Right? Oh, Margaret, A to the man. You have to release the willingness to be great, friend. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, Margaret. And turn on your listening ears. At that moment, I was still and I was able to listen, hear, and receive. And I had to ask myself this question: are you holding back? Now that this thing has been revealed to you, and here's the thing, what was revealed to me is what I already knew that I had been turning around and looking at on the inside. And looking at, well, how am I going to present this thing? Well, how am I going to change it? Or how am I going to do this? And so when it was revealed, I was like, when it was revealed outside of myself, meaning I already knew the answer is already inside of you. Now, if you wrestle with it, that's on you. That was on me. But then when someone else reveals it to you and they don't know the inside, you've got to be mindful of those words. You have to appreciate those. You have to accept them. And then you have to decide, are you going to implement them? Which is, again, one of the main purposes of the Fearless Morning Show. Listen, I don't know it all. However, there are some things that I do know. And it is in me sharing the things that I do know that will hopefully allow you to continue to wherever it is that you want to go. So that you don't have to stop to learn that lesson. I'm telling you, if this comes, this is how you need to get past it. If you bump up against this, this is how you go around it. Right? Listen, some days, y'all, the entire show is for me. It's just me talking to me. And I have had people who have brought up my own shows in random conversations where, JoJo, you said, my bad. So as we learn and we grow together, right, on this journey, and as I share, and as we go on this growth process together, whatever it may look like for you, listen to what is going to the conversations that are going on around you. Be mindful of what people are bringing to you, just like you are mindful of what you bring to other people. Okay? Be mindful of that, because that is essential. Stop holding you back. Whatever that is. So get your piece of paper and square it up today. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Where are you holding back even a little bit in your mind? And I can't do that. I can't do that. Man, I just can't. But why? But for why? Why can't you? And if it's been revealed to you that you can do this thing, y'all know my favorite quote: you're qualified to be exceptional. You're just nervous in front of your current community. And if Cousin Carl is on here, Cousin Carl said, this is the house of abundance. That's by Cousin Carl. That's one of our quotes of the day. This is the house of abundance. Absolutely, Margaret. We absolutely can. Period. So I hope this has helped somebody. Listen, I hope and then as I'm sure as this week go along, I will decide more and more to share about the revelation, the growth process. It is an amazing, don't be afraid of growth. I think we assume that when we get to a certain, what I'm very clear on is this journey never stops. The growth never stops. I want you to understand that when you get to this level or you get to whatever level you're seeking, you're simply resting for the next. And you are taking the accumulation of all the learning processes and you're adding it to you as you go. So on this lovely day, the quote of the day, one moment can change a day, one day can change a life, and one life can change the world. That is how we would hashtag change this world. That's how we're going to be our sister's keeper, our brother's keeper. That's how we are going to do it. One moment, one day, one life, and you are a life. You are a person every day. You're impacting and changing somebody's life. And if you're holding back 1/10%, you're holding back 100%. So, honey, listen, go today. It's going to be a beautiful day. Go outside, stand in the sunshine. Honey, allow all the things to come. Allow the sun to shine on you. And go put something in motion. Go start something today. Ask yourself, what has already been revealed to you? Right? What is it that you already know? You already know. You just maybe needed somebody else to know it too. So stop holding it back today. Today I know that whatever's on the inside of you, you already know what to do with it. You already know. You know the next step. You just wanted to make sure it was okay to do it. And I'm here to tell you, friend, it is A-okay to go for the darn thing. Do all of it. Go for it with wild abandon. Honey, set the world on fire. And my question will always be for myself and for you. Will anybody know that you walk this earth? Will anybody know that you walk this earth? Did you leave your footprint here? Did you change anything? Will they know that you walked on this earth? So on this lovely day, please make sure you grab a copy of the notebook for the Fearless Morning Show. You will get a free copy of my personal notes. Now, if y'all would like for me, and I said I was doing this, but I'm almost finished. All of my personal notes from 2020, let me know. I'm compiling them now so that they can be up for sale. So if you would like to see my personal notes from the Fearless Morning Show, you're more than welcome to grab your copy of that. I am working on it. Don't forget to get a copy of the Fearless Morning Show notebook so you can take your own notes in the and have it for yourself, okay? Don't forget Sister Rise Retreat is coming up. This Saturday, I will be doing the Queen's Roundtable. I'm the keynote speaker there. So I'm excited about that. I know you guys been seeing me post about it for Miss Margaret and the Empowerment Summit in Tampa. I'm the keynote speaker for that. I am so grateful that she asked me to be a part of that. So y'all come out and join me in Tampa for that. Sister Rise is in October. What else we got going on? I'm trying to think. We have a few things going on that we can't quite share yet. But make sure you grab your copy of the Fearless Morning Show notebook, if nothing else. And please make sure you share the show because that costs absolutely nothing to share the show. So please make sure you do that as well. Make sure you check out the podcast, the YouTube channel, and the books, all things. If you want to join the book club, it is not my book club, but I am the guest author inside of this book club. I'm the guest author inside of this book club, and they are asking all the questions. We're on book 2, Transition to Freedom. So They get a workbook to go along with it, and they can ask me all the questions. So please make sure, and it's free. Of course, it's for women only, fellas. Sorry about that. It is for women only. Okay, I got too many O's in there. I was like, why is that not working? But I'm working on something for the fellas. Fellas, everything applies to you. I just happen to be a girl and speak in women terms, but all things apply to you. Okay. So on this lovely day, I want you to have the most amazing day ever. I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's nothing after that. If you're holding back a tenth of a percent, you're holding back 100%. And stop holding back on you. And if anything has been revealed to you, know that you knew it inside of you first. And that other person is just letting you know that they see it too. The quote of the day: one moment can change a day, one day can change a life, and one life can change the world. So I hope you have an amazing day. I want you to be peaceful. Honey, go let your light shine. Don't hold anything back from the world this day. And I'll see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.